Hello everyone. In this training video we're going to talk about how you can refer leads out to other agents in the company and get paid for that or get a referral fee, and also how you actually claim one of those prospects if it was referred to you. So we'll get started, and there's two ways that you can refer a lead to another agent in the company. The first one is from the prospecting pool, and the second is any lead in your IMS account. You also have that ability to, if you have a lead in your IMS account that you just don't want to work with anymore for some reason, but is a viable good lead, you'll be able to transfer or actually refer that lead to another agent. So first, from the prospecting pool, we went through this in the previous videos, but there's an option down here that it's a good lead and you want to refer it out to another agent. You can click that button and refer it out. Leads in your database, not in the prospecting pool, but actually in your IMS account. We created a new icon. It looks like this. If you click that icon, that'll bring up a page where it allows you to refer that lead out to other agents. You also notice here a couple new icons. We replaced the words Quick Notes with an icon. That will be, so you can enter those notes right below the name. And then there's also a trash can, and that's for quick lead removal. What it does is it's a quick way to click right there, and it updates the status to a remove status and gets it out of your database fairly quickly. How are you going to be compensated? I know that's a burning question. When you do refer a lead out to another agent in the company, or if you accept one of those referrals from another agent. Basically, if you refer a lead, a company lead, out to another agent, you'll be paid 7.5% of the gross commission. If you claim a lead from a different agent, if they refer it out to you and you want to work it, your commission will be reduced by 7.5%. So basically, hopefully we're compensating both parties for the work that they're doing adequately. So for example, let's say that we have a lead that's buying, and the claiming agent, the person that wants to work the lead, show them houses, their normal split is 50%, let's say. In that particular case, the referring agent, the person that contacted the lead and qualified them and got them warmed up, would receive 7.5% of the commission. The claiming agent would be at 42.5%, and the company at 50%. So anyway, there's some basic expectations. When we're referring leads out to other agents that we have, and I kind of want to go through these, and you'll notice when you get into the prospecting pool, there's some terms and conditions. These are laid out there, but what leads do you want to refer out to people? You want to refer out good leads or good prospects. Some examples would be, prospects that you've had a good conversation with, and their preferred area, their price range, their what type of property they're looking for, and also their time frame. When are they looking to make a move? You've confirmed that this prospect is not working with another agent, whether it be an agent inside our company or outside our company. They don't have a relationship with another agent. That these prospects, once you talk to them, warm them up, you set the expectation that someone from your team will be contacting them, so that they'll be expecting a call, from that agent that you referred the lead out to. And this one's kind of, gray, but we want to try and make sure that these people are financially qualified. We understand in certain circumstances, you're just going to get a feeling that this person, has the money to buy a house. In some cases, you're going to ask them if they've, met with the loan, originator yet. But just try and, check the financial ability of the person, or the qualifying ability of the person that we're referring out to another agent. And then, in your mind, they have a good chance of turning into a transaction for whoever claims that lead within the next 12 months. So those are a few things that we, before you're referring leads out to another agent or a group of agents, that you kind of want to make sure that you have those I's dotted and T's crossed. So let's get into it, and I'll show you how to actually refer a lead to another agent from the prospecting pool or from a lead that's already in your database. You just click on that link, and I'm going to show you what this looks like on a bigger screen in a second, but a new screen will pop up with a list of agents that you can select on who you want to receive this referral. Just because you sent the referral out to a group of agents doesn't mean that any of those agents will actually claim that lead. And a lot of it is dependent on, what notes you put into the system about that lead and how warm they are. But first thing, you want to select the agents that you want to send the referral to. You can select all the agents in our company. You could select, some of your agents that you personally know will do a good job with this lead. And then we have a couple of quick buttons over there, east, north, south, and west. It's yet to be determined how we pre-populate those groups, but more information on that later. After you select the agents that you want to receive this referral, you want to make sure that you have a solid note in there about your conversation with the lead and any details you can think of. They're not tell the person that's receiving this referral what your conversation was and why they would want to accept this lead. This lead is looking in this area. They're looking at $400,000 houses. They're coming in town this weekend. I've confirmed they're not working with any other agents, and they are financially qualified. And oh, by the way, they're expecting a call tonight at 6:30. So you want to sell that lead to the people, and really explain to them why they would want to claim this lead. After you put in those details, you click this button called Notify Selected Agents. What happens, you're going to have a little pop-up that comes up and it says, "Thank you. These agents will be notified of this opportunity." And then you, the person that sent it out to everyone, will also be notified when an agent claims it. We'll get into more details on that in just a second. How do agents get notified of this referral opportunity? We're going to send a text and an email to all the people that you checkmarked with the details of this opportunity. The first person to actually claim that referral will get the referral. So let me show you how that works. In an email, we're going to send an email to everyone you checked. It will come from you, the referring agent, and it'll have a link in there to go directly to that lead in the IMS on a referral type page. I'll show you the details on that in a second. It'll also contain all the notes and details that you entered in on that referral screen, on the previous screen. Right there's the link right here that the agent that they could quickly go in and claim that lead if they want. Those agents that you selected will also get a text message. It'll say, come from this number. If you can, pause this video right now, go to your phone and program that number, 317-790-2341, into your phone as referral opportunity. So that when you get a text message from that number, it pops up, real clearly, referral opportunity. It's any market you're in, whether you're in Vegas, Florida, Raleigh, or anywhere else, all the referral opportunities will be text from that number. So it's important you add that to your phone. Once again, the text will also have a quick link in it so that the agent can quickly go in and claim that lead if they so desire. When we're transferring leads around, or referring agents around, you're referring them out. You may be claiming referrals from other people or other agents. It's really important that you have the ability that everything's transparent. You know who referred it to you. If you referred a lead out, you know who claimed it and what they're doing with that lead. So what I want to go through next are these buttons down here at the bottom and kind of give you an idea of, who sees what. So let's say that Chris, that's me, I decide to go into the prospecting pool. I make a call and get a hold of a lead or a prospect, and they sound great. And I want to refer it out to some agents. I don't really want to go show this person the house because they were looking at houses an hour away from me, but it's a solid lead. So I would fill out that form and select the 3 agents that I want to send it to, or multiple agents. And then I would click the Notify Agent button. What happens is all of a sudden the 3 agents that I selected receive a text message. They also receive the email, like from the previous screen, and they can view it. They can click the link and go in and claim it if they want. But at this stage, right here, when I sent that referral out to 3 agents, nobody has really claimed it yet. Those 3 agents, they can get to it from the text message or email, but if they're in the IMS, this button down here at the bottom will also contain the details of that particular lead. That same lead would be in my list under the referred out unclaimed. So I sent the referral out to 3 agents, but nobody has claimed it yet. So I could click in that group, click on the lead, see who I sent it to. Maybe some of them have, decided not to claim the lead. There's a lot of details that I'll show you, in regards to that page too. But both agents, I can see where that lead is at. It's unclaimed still, and any of these 3 agents, that little button over there will contain that referral that I sent out. So let's say that Alec, the person at the top there, he's the first one. He clicks on the link and he claims the lead. Now the lead is actually going into Alec's IMS account, and where he can find that is right here in his referred in list. These are people that that someone has referred a prospect out to, and he went in and clicked the claim button. He wants to work this lead until it closes. So that's where all his referrals would be stored. Now, me, Chris, being the person that referred Alec that lead, I can also go in and see what Alec's doing with that lead. That referred out claimed group, it will be where I can go in there, I can click on those 3 leads and see that, I sent this one out, Alec claimed it. I can look and see, the notes, what he's doing with the lead, or how it's progressing. So we both have the opportunity to see that lead in the IMS. Now let's say that Alec, he claimed this lead. He tried to call it a couple times and he never got a hold of it. And then maybe he called it a week later, he got a hold of them and they changed their mind. They're not going to be buying this year. It's probably 2 or 3 years down the road. Alec really doesn't want this lead anymore. He has the option to release the prospect back to me. He can remove it by changing the status to removed, too far out or not qualified, whatever. Or if Alec, loses the prospect somehow out of his database, that lead will go directly back to me. So if he releases it back to me, if he intentionally removes it out of his database, or he unintentionally loses it, that lead will go back to me, and I'll be able to see it right here in this profile where it says sent back to me. That's a list of leads that you referred out and nobody claimed, or somebody claimed and then they sent it back to you. And those leads stay there for 10 days and then they just get, they'll be part of the normal IMS in your system. So, I want to go through these buttons real quickly. You'll be able, when you log into the IMS, scroll over these buttons and you'll see these descriptions of what they actually are. The first one, ready to be claimed. These are referral opportunities sent directly to you and maybe others. So I referred it out to Alec and 2 other agents. this is going to be lit up in gold, and it'll have all the prospects that someone else referred to you that you could claim, or you could say I don't want. But you can find those there. Referred in. These are referral opportunities sent from others that you have claimed. You've signed up to work this lead until it closed. Just like Alec did on the previous screen, I sent him a referral. He said, yep, I want it, I'll claim it. It ends up right there in Alec's list of referred in leads. Referred out, claimed. These are referral opportunities that you sent to other people, and one of those persons actually claimed it. Like Alec did the lead that I sent out. So that would be where I would see the lead that I sent out that Alec actually claimed. That would be stored in my list right there. If I send out a referral to those 3 agents, Alec and 2 other agents, and nobody claims it, or it just hasn't been claimed yet, that's going to show up in that list right there for me. So maybe in a few hours, if nobody has claimed that lead, I can go back in and maybe resend it to a few other people. I'll show you more about that coming up here. And then the leads that were claimed that I sent out, Alec claimed it, but then he decided he didn't want it. He released it back to me. Those are going to show up right there. In all of these cases, you're going to be receiving emails and texts, with different, when these things happen, you'll know it. You won't have to log into the IMS and click on these buttons to see it. You'll be notified via email and text in just about all of these situations. The other part about this sent back to me is that when I send out a referral to 3 agents, if none of those 3 agents claim that referral in 48 hours, that lead comes back to me. So it would be put in that list also. So I want to go through an example, of more of an example of how this process all works. So I'm going to show you, so example, Chris contacted the lead in the prospecting pool. He referred it out to Alec. Alec claimed the referral. Alec sent the referral back to Chris. And then Chris worked the prospect for a couple more months. And then Chris referred the prospect back to Alec. I'll show you what that looks like. So first of all, I go into the prospecting pool and I decide to call Carrie. The next screen pops up. I talk to Carrie. She sounded like a great lead or prospect that, I want to refer out. So I click the button, good lead. I want to refer this lead out. And then the next screen comes up where it allows me to select the agents that I want to send the referral to, enter a note, and the details, and click to notify all these agents. So Alec, he gets these notifications. He gets an email, and he also gets the text, notifying him that Chris sent him a referral opportunity. Alec is under no obligation to accept that referral, but if he does decide that he wants to take a deeper look at it, he can click the link in either the email or the text, and what he's going to see looks like this when he clicks that text link. Up here at the top, you're going to see that there's 47 hours left for someone to claim this lead. At the end of those 47 hours, this lead will, the referral opportunity will be no longer available, and the lead will be sent back to the referring agent. So there's also something down here at the bottom that's important that I want to talk about. Let's say that I send Alec about 20 crappy referrals in a row. They're not qualified. I didn't ask them if they're working with a realtor. They're 2 years away from purchasing a house, but I'm just drilling Alec with referral opportunities. Alec has the ability to click this button down here to stop all future referrals from Chris. So if I get a reputation of I'm just sending out junk, certain agents may be able to just block me. They'll never receive referrals from me again. But on to the good part. Let's say Alec claims the lead. he can click this green button up here and actually take ownership of that particular lead. He also has the ability to say, no thanks, remove this from my referral opportunity list. And if it doesn't look like something he wants to accept or work, he can just say no thanks, and it gets removed from his referral opportunities. Let's say that Alec does decide to claim this lead. He hits the claim lead button, and a little modal pops up, and it just confirms, saying, hey, are you sure you want to claim this lead? If you do, you'll need to make contact with it ASAP. Alec says, yes, I do want this lead. And as soon as he agrees to claim this lead, the next screen that Alec will see will be the lead detail page, with one addition. This little bar up here up at the top, it'll say it was referred in to Alec from Chris Kugelhahn. So at all times, anytime Alec looks at this lead, he's going to know that this was a referral from Chris Kugelhahn. If he wants to reach out to me quickly, he can click on that link. Unfortunately, I haven't had a sale in a long time, so I don't have one of these nice little cards that pops up, so I had to use Ryan's, but pretend that's me and that's all my contact information. So if Alec has a question about Kelly, or what the conversation was like, or needs any more information, or wants to reach out to me for help in any regard, all my contact information is right there. Alec also has the ability to release this lead back to me at any time. If he finds out that this lead isn't buying for years, or is unqualified, or it just needs to be worked a little bit longer before it's ready to buy, he can release that lead, and it comes right back to me, and then I can decide if I want to work it for a while longer and try and refer it out again later. But Alec's under no obligation to keep that lead in his database if it turns out this lead isn't going to amount to anything. So once again, Alec accepted that referral from me, and now it would be put in that list right down here. His referred in list is where it would be contained. Now, what would I see when I sent it out to Alec? Alec claimed it. What I'm going to see, it's going to be in this list for me. I referred out and claimed. And if I find that lead, I go to that list. What I see up here at the top is that I referred it out and it was claimed by Alec. But you will notice some differences on this page than Alec's view. Number one, there's no call, text, email, or add note buttons. I can't change the status. I can't remove this lead. I can't do anything with this lead besides look at it. I can see when Alec's last attempt was, or when his last contact was, or any notes that Alec added about this lead. So I'll always be able to, if I see that Alec, he accepted this lead, he claimed it, but he's never been able to contact it, maybe I reach out to Alec and say, hey, send it back to me. I'll reach out to it again, get them warmed up, and then I'll send them back to you. So, transparency on both the referrer and the referee, the claiming agent, is really important in all of this, and I think we've designed it, as simple as we could. So let's say that Alec did not claim that lead, and I sent it out to 3 people. Once again, those are all going to be found right there. And if I click on that group of leads that I sent out to agents, here's what I'm going to see. I'll see the list of agents or leads that I sent out, and here's the view. Basically, up here at the top, it says 1 agent was notified. I only sent this referral out to 1 person. I sent it out to Alec, and that was today. There's Alec's phone number and email. If I really think this is a good lead for Alec, maybe I'll call Alec and say, hey dude, I referred out this lead to you. It's really good. Why don't you go ahead and claim it? Something like that. But I could also say, that time since up there on the right, maybe it was yesterday that I sent this out to Alec and he still hasn't claimed it, and I want to try some more agents. I can click try again, pull up that referral box, and check maybe 5 or 6 different agents and send that referral out to them. So in addition to Alec, I've got 5 or 6 more agents looking at this lead and hopefully wanting to accept it. I also have the ability to claim this lead myself. If I see that no one's claiming this lead after a period of time, and maybe I had a change of heart and I want to work this lead, I can claim it at that point. So basically, I sent it out, nobody accepted it, so I can claim it if I want it. Now, if you remember the example from previously where Alec claimed the lead and then he found out the lead did not want to buy for a couple years, you can click this release lead. This will pop up. Alec can put in a little explanation to me why he's sending this lead back to me. And then he clicks the update button down there at the bottom, and I get a text and email with a link to this lead, but it'll also have a reasons why Alec doesn't want to work this lead or is sending it back to me. So I get an email, I get a text saying, hey, Alec just sent your lead back. And right there is where I could find it if I was in the IMS. So now when I click sent back to me, I get a list of leads, and I have full access to working those leads. I have a call button. I have, I can refer it out in the future. I can trash it and send it, because I just don't even want this lead anymore. They told Alec that they're never buying a house, and so I can just trash it and remove it out of my personal database. I can see Alec's notes, the reason why he sent it back to me. But I have full access to the lead, and I can do whatever I want with it at that point. That's pretty much it on how to refer or claim prospects in this new program. So hopefully everybody's excited about it as we are. We think that with the right training and practice, this could be a major game changer for a lot of agents. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out to me or your broker. Thanks, and have a great night.